using it in a tin, though. I should be using the tins here, but whatever. So, as he walks in step with you guys, doing the thing, easy there.
Wipe it off and start.
Just gonna actually move it away from everything.
That actually looks really cool. Wait, spread up.
Yeah, I just wanna. He's pewter. He's mostly fine.
We came here to find a piece of it, like his Horcrux.
Right, and so you can
destroy it.
You can already see it floating up ahead. You have no issue with that.
Yeah, but that was our purpose, was to destroy it, right?
So, coming upon it, you all have made your first wisdom save. Othello walks forward, looking around at you guys. Yeah. He actually double moves right into the chamber. Rolls right into the chamber and looks up towards the stone and looks back towards you.
Like, are we supposed to destroy this stone?
Standing between the... Shit. Standing between the legs of the pedestal ever so high up.
Why would you shoot this fucker?
Working on it.
He says, "There are no streams," he yells out over the whirling energy. As he is next to it, he can barely hear anybody. You guys can, like I said, see this thing just whirling with whatever massive arcanic power swirling around in this centerpiece floating yonder. And the individuals standing there are... we dead all of a sudden? No. The individuals standing around in the arcane throbbing muck that hangs from them, simply humming away, facing towards this phylactery up top. Now, one of the numbers has moved on the corpse and has picked up the corpse and moves over and puts it off to the side, actually leaning against the wall, and takes his position and continues to hum.
So are we still doing things in turn?
So currently, yeah, actually.
Whose turn is who hasn't moved
Well,
yet?
with him done and all of that described, hands back over to you.
So I'm fucking pulling my guns out. Start fucking going at this guy. Like, my Baylor will give you a better life than the one you've had here on this world.
Don't ever say his name again.
Right in the face. Or, I don't know, I would assume he's got a shitty armor for that.
I lean over the vein and say, "You can fire right." Do that goo shit.
What?
Underneath it? I think I'm just shooting for the...
Okay, cool.
9 points of damage.
Okay, firing into another one of the individuals.
The guy right in front of me there.
That guy?
Yeah.
He
Well,
falls over dead.
Yep.
Ceasing to hum.
Turn on the next guy. Almost a crit. 14 points of damage.
Okay. You waste this guy.
Okay.
It's at this point, the camera pans away from your slaughtering to Ivor.
You're slaughtering. Setting them free.
It's the slaughtering.
The curse that holds them. They have obviously eaten those of our kind.
Those are some mighty assumptions, metagamer.
I don't know actually what that is.
Exactly, you
We've
don't
got the
know
good
at all.
Tommies around here. Maybe that gives us a clue. Yeah.
22, you can remove another zombie.
We're too far away to be having this conversation right now.
Both of their alignments should be switched to evil now.
I'm thinking that, but
No, these guys
you
are
stated my full
clearly.
justification?
Yeah, I'm right on board with that justification.
By
Actually.
standing or doing their nothing, they're so
No,
hostile. They attacked you.
They are
Yeah, definitely evil.
evil.
'Cause
No,
they
you
totally
can
attacked you
tell.
when you went close to them.
No, nothing to do with them
It
attacking.
doesn't matter if they attack us or not.
Yeah, it does.
Being a cannibal doesn't make you evil.
Yeah, but it's against a lot of evil.
Objectively, in this universe, yes, it does.
Yeah, where we are, you're not allowed to eat people.
Nearly
Clearly what they're doing here.
Every predatory animal is a cannibal. I'm just saying, in this universe, it does.
In this universe, though, we cured people of diseases and curses.
Yeah, just a
And you
heads up, we're
automatically
good guys.
assume
Is that what you're
these guys
saying?
are not savable. Because they're standing there doing nothing.
You
Pass me
hired
one of
me
those,
to
these
exterminate
things.
cults in the
No.
forest over 6
I
months.
did not hire you to exterminate cults. We hired you
That's what
to
Dooley
exterminate evil.
Yes, evil cults.
Yeah.
No, these are cultists.
This is the cult of
This is
Sarah.
obviously
God.
evil.
Doesn't-
Actually,
it
if I
doesn't
may,
matter if they're
no,
You
I gotta
said we
interject
could
here.
sense evil.
You guys have been finding these guys, and you guys have been taking care of them.
He said I was bringing back their heads for fuck's
Yeah,
sakes, and I didn't
there's-
even suggest that.
There's no two ways there. I am going to interject on that. They've been headhunting cultists. However, I will say, you haven't seen this before.
As a player, I'm fully aware of what's going on. As
Oh,
a
are you?
character- As a character, now I'm still captain.
All right, fair enough.
We're dealing with evil people here. This is shoot first, ask
Whose turn
questions
is it?
later right
It
now.
does the people.
Well, it's
don't
yours,
know.
actually. These two are arguing about
Yeah,
morals.
you are
Fire
No.
that sphere.
It's what they're doing now.
You're going to shoot at the sphere?
Yeah.
All right, terrific, terrific.
I'm gonna do the same thing since we're standing next
No, no, for sure. For sure.
Do you yell shoot at the
Put our
sphere instead of
powers
shoot the
combined.
people? Do you yell shoot at the sphere instead of
14.
shoot the people?
I
I
already
might be
did that.
persuaded.
And an
I
11.
would be persuaded to do
Right.
that.
I did that already.
Othello watches you as you take aim and fire. You hear in the distance, no! Your bullet careens away, strikes against the side of it, and is... How much damage did you do?
Roll damage. 13. Did I hit both times? And
Sorry, what was both times,
nine.
actually?
14 and an 11.
Okay, no, the 14 hit, sorry.
Well, that's just a big hole in the middle of the ring.
Anyway,
I mean, how can I
the
miss?
bullet strikes against
Can't
the
have more
outer...
than the 10 armor class.
The bullet strikes against the... You done? The
know
bullet
what?
strikes against the outer, and the first one managed to penetrate through to the inner, ricocheting off of the orb inside. How much damage was that?
13.
Thank you. Meanwhile, the second one doesn't quite make it through the energy, burning up in the atmosphere around the unit.
You know, with the miss thing there, like the guys at D&D, one of them have one of those mannequin things that stand up like this, like it's a man. It's got all these points where you can punch it, and it obviously doesn't move. And my buddy was pretending it was his dad. He goes, "I hate you, Dad," and he
And he
just
missed.
haymaker and completely missed. You know what I mean? And we were all like, "You rolled a 1." You know what I
So, as the bullet careens against the surface of the crystal, from a distance, you see a sudden flash, as is shown there. Ivor stands there, and suddenly a pinpoint of light and green light flashes out, a beam of which comes directly back towards you, Dex check.
You put a hole in it.
20.
This is not hardcore.
20.
Okay, with a 20, you manage to move to the one side as massive plasma bolt flies out from the sphere, striking down against the dirt. Poof! Dust explodes as rubble goes flying. The tiles of the bridge split apart. And of course, fire shoots up from beyond the bridge. Because why not?
It's your fault.
It is. Doesn't take much, eh?
Can I have a water gun next?
Oh wow, you can't even see that. So there you are.
You can see it.
Strikes against it, causing fire, as we're. And you manage to avoid taking damage. It's always nice. As it explodes next to you, rubble goes flying all around. A couple of the individuals surrounding look over towards where the bolt flies out. And it's over to... Right on. I have no idea how to pronounce Slayeth. And it's over to Vane.
Where'd the voice come from?
Which voice, sorry?
Was it?
Oh, Othello.
He screamed it out.
Huh.
Why did he say no? Well, why did they no?
He looks up towards as a moment later, the hole plugs itself up and the beam ceases. And Thoracics, you pipe up. Well, I say no. And he looks over towards you and just looks back up wordlessly.
We gotta kill all the cultists.
Vane.
What are we supposed to do then?
Well, it's not Othello's turn again yet.
I'm asking.
Oh, okay, fantastic. He says, be on your guard for any threats. I must disengage the pillars.
Disengage the pillars.
Yeah,
What
there
does
are
that
pillars
mean?
there.
Well, we just blow the
Okay,
fucking
so you
thing
say
away.
that as well then.
Do you want disengage? Do you want fucking shoot a fireball at the pillars then?
You look towards the pillars as he says this. Your insight leads you to see the inscriptions on the insides of the pillars. You recognize some of the elven script, as well as the common sigils of Pelor in amidst so many others.
Alright, come on, what do they say?
It's not what they say, but what they are is they are incantations. They're not incantations, but actually sigils of power. They're like roots. You know how kanji and whatnot, they can mean so much in one character?
Sure.
Sure. And it's the same case with these arcanic sigils. The paler one you recognize as a conduit that allows that you use during rituals involving objects. You would inscribe this in order to siphon energy from the god to this particular object. In this case, it is siphoning. As you scan up and down, you see that they are all sigils of various gods. Most of them not so great.
It's heresy. You must burn it away. Cleanse it with fire.
You recognize
I'm
ancient
ignoring
names.
Ivor, and I'm going to turn to. Oh, where is he? Oh, he's way up there.
Just shoot at the ball.
I'm gonna go next to him, and I'm gonna help him do whatever he has to do.
Okay, I'm just going to mention that you also notice, actually you can make an arcanic or religion check here.
Nope.
Really?
Roll 3.
Okay, well, give me advantage then. I'm giving you inspiration.
Nope. 10 or 13.
Okay, well 13 will do it. It's over 12. I'm good at that. The next rune that you recognize is in fact an inverter.
That
Uh,
is rune? Where is the rune?
Doesn't matter if it's my control or not.
Dude, exclamation point, man.
Doesn't matter if it's my control.
Exclamation point, inject. You gotta have the exclamation point.
Remember how it didn't matter when I was possessed and you just slid nothing in?
That was a different campaign,
It
man.
doesn't matter. You're still the right call.
I wasn't a lawful good character.
It was the right call.
You getting Facebook notifications? Someone is.
Plus, he called me a
Swore I was
pussy.
heard.
I mean, I had
Weird.
to do it.
Okay.
That's true.
And thank you for the compliment, by the way. So, you also notice the inverter rune, which actually takes whatever incantation and somehow flips it. You didn't study these. These are kind of forbidden magic,
No,
actually.
that's why I'm helping him do it. Or,
Okay, so
or
walking over
watching him
towards
do it.
Othello. Othello seems focused on the one pillar.
I'll give him sanctuary too.
Okay, fair enough. He looks towards you, and as you finish your incantation, he says, "I wouldn't bother." And your incantation. Wait, hang on. What type of magic is it? What school of magic? Like what circle of magic is that?
It
Because that is
is abjuration.
Is abjuration? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was a deity spell. Alright, never mind. You finish off the incantation. He doesn't say shit. He looks towards you, and then he just bows his head. Oh, I should mention, this guy's got kind of like a sun hat, like a Chinese sun hat, like Oriental style. So just to give it some theme. Nah, never mind, he doesn't. I just seen something I thought it was cool, so I thought I'd throw it in, but never mind, now that I say it, it's kind of lame. Moving along.
Man with the sun hat.
No, he's no. I was gonna make it a solar collector, but you know. Moving right along. He's still doing the thing. As he's going over, you can see him muttering, and you can see he's reading over the sigils with his little scanner. You remember he had the palm scanner, so he's reading them in.